All right, welcome everybody to episode 41 of the Three-Way Podcast Show. Ow! I'm your host for today, Public Enemy 59, aka Los. I'm here with Abby, aka Abby, and long-time Three-Way Podcast host, JP, aka
I'm back, y'all.
101.
Been working that OT.
I got the tag team today, the duo.
Getting that paper.
The power duo,
paper.
tag team, WWE.
Okay.
You getting that money like Cardi B?
Yeah, no.
So we got a jam-packed episode today. Oh, also behind the camera, behind it all, we got Eli, aka Jerks.
4.
Say hey, Jerks. Jerks 4. All right. So we got a badass episode today. A lot of stuff is going on. We got to get through it real quick. So let's get started. First thing up is gaming. Pew 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 pew. Game over.
In the way.
Oh, okay, here. Sorry.
Can we do this again? God damn it.
So, in gaming, we had PlayStation State of Play just last week. Bunch of news came out.
Really good.
You think?
Yeah, especially they started off with Monster Hunter. So
yeah, so
I was like...
Yeah, so Monster Hunter Iceborne.
Man, that shit's still around? I thought that shit died.
DLC.
It's very,
people
very
keep playing
popular.
it.
Ruby still loves playing it.
So yeah, they got they gave a release date, September 6th, for the release of Iceborne. This whole DLC, supposedly a bunch of stuff included into it, so that's why they're hyping it up so much. It looked pretty cool to me. I mean, like I said, Monster Hunter was one of my favorite games of last year. And I kind of dropped off of it because there hasn't been new content. But the fact that they're putting out the Iceborne kind of, I want to get back into it.
Pretty much a whole new world, and it's a whole new amount of monsters.
I don't know.
As well.
I don't really play.
Yeah, so whole new.
And it was not the main news of the day.
Correct. No. It's a whole new, they have different areas, right? Which are pretty big. So it looks like they're adding a whole new, ice. Themed area, new monsters, new armor, new weapons. So looks like a pretty beefy update. I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, shout out to them for doing a beefy update.
The palicos look super cute too.
Yeah, a lot of people really like the palicos and all that stuff. But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is.
they're like your sidekick, and you
sidekick.
can give them armor and weapons.
Little cats?
The little cats.
Even when they're injured, even when injured, they
Yeah,
really
and you could give them all kinds of different weaponry to help you out whenever you're not in other co-oping with other players. You have your palico, and once you team up with other players,
talking way too much about Monster Hunter.
Well, you
asked. Excitement.
So of course, then the big news of the day was they released a trailer for the Final Fantasy
7
remake. Yeah, I never really played the original Final Fantasy 7.
It reminded me.
You never played it? Yeah, Lucy had it.
Yeah, she did.
She did?
And Paulo used to play it all the time.
Oh, okay. What do you think about this?
I'm excited for it.
It does look cool.
It looks badass. It looks updated, and it looks like the gameplay is different from the original gameplay.
Yeah,
from that whole.
It's not turn-based.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to see how they do that. But just the fact the story, it was one of the best stories probably of all time. I'm not gonna say the best, but one of the best. And it'll just bring this to a whole new generation of people who have never played this. I am excited for it, but a lot of people are already complaining because they already know the ending and stuff, and I'm just like,
well,
really?
It's the same thing. I kind of compare it to Resident Evil 2 remake. You kind of know what happens.
You already know what happens.
But they're doing a complete overhaul. This is huge overhaul. This is graphics from the PS1 now being a game being brought
which
to
is a
current
big
gen.
difference.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm happy for the people that are big Final Fantasy 7 fans. It looks good enough where I might just buy it and go in blind.
It's 20 years old. I think it's 20.
Yeah, and I'm kind of. It's kind of looks so cool that I kind of want to get it, and I'm thinking of maybe running through Final Fantasy 7, because it is out on PS4 and Switch. So
you're not going to, unless you're a really hardcore fan, you're not going to enjoy it that way anymore. Simply because of the fact it's long.
It's still the turn-based.
It's just turn-based. It's
Which
over and over. So you get for me, and I'm a big fan of that game. I got bored. So
really?
Yeah.
No, and so, but see, with all the releases, a lot of people are still saying that it still holds up. I'm a fan of turn-based. just a couple of years ago, I was playing a lot of Octopath Traveler, which
Octopath Traveler
play
is
that.
different. I think Octopath Traveler is totally different from Final Fantasy, and
yeah,
I know it's a turn-based,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there's
yeah.
other things that go
No,
into
of
it
course, of
that's
course.
more updated than the old.
But I'm just saying, I don't mind the turn-based part. I did start it another time, and the beginning is kind of weird, and the traversing the world is kind of weird. But whatever, I wouldn't mind going back and trying it out, and then playing the new one.
Okay, you remember Legend of Dragoon?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the
I
exact same
remember
thing.
that one.
But a different aspect.
I
But
can't
that
wait
one-
to try it.
You're
That
hyping
one
me up.
was.
I want to try
that one was
Octopath.
long.
It comes to PC in June.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Hype.
I'm gonna probably get the
Long
Switch
too.
in June and July, so I might get Octopath.
Another game that got announced was Predator.
Oh.
It's a new game got announced.
What?
Hunting
Yeah,
game.
you didn't know that? Predator.
That's the most random thing.
It was random. You're
No, I'm
looking
talking
at
about
it.
you bringing that up. I didn't even think we discussed it at all.
No, it was just part of the PlayStation,
State of Play.
State of Play.
Oh.
They presented it, and I mean, they didn't really say much about it.
It was a short clip.
Yeah, it was, and honestly,
Like, they're just walking
watching
through the
it, I was like, hold on, is this SOCOM? I really thought it was SOCOM. I was like hyped because SOCOM now in the current gen would be badass. Everybody's online and on mics. Like, that's what that game was about when it first came out for PS2, but no one had freaking mics. No one had whatever. Anyways, but no, it turns out it's Predator. It looks like it's a 1v4 kind of thing where someone controls
So
Predator.
it's
and-
evolution or evolve
Evolve, yeah,
all
which
over again.
didn't live up to expectations. So we'll see what happens
see.
with this.
Well, you know what? If it's anything like Dead by Daylight, I think it'll be pretty good.
That one, also Friday
Friday
the
the
13th, where one person controls
Jason.
and everybody else is trying to. So we'll see. I mean, the genre has had its moments, the 4v1 genre. So we'll see how this goes. And other than that, it was really medieval. They re-showed that, which is
Again.
an old
It did not-
PlayStation
It did
2
not
game.
really catch my attention at all.
Same here. I've never.
But a lot of people, there's a lot of fan base for them. For
Okay,
him, so.
I mean, good for
I mean,
them,
and maybe
but-
playing it again because it's like a hack. It's a hack and slash. From what I
like a
remember.
platformer, hack and slash.
From what I remember,
I
I
don't
could be wrong. I played it
Yeah,
a long
I
I
time.
don't know.
It
I
didn't
saw
really-
it. It's not really something, but it got a release date, October 25th, which fits. That's pretty cool. Which I also think is when Luigi's Mansion 3 is going to come out. So it's going to be, those Halloween games coming out during that time.
Luigi's Mansion. I never played I think I played the first one. I never played anything else. I only played for like 5 minutes, and I was like,
Ruby's
ugh.
played it. She likes it a lot.
It's pretty cool. It's a
Yeah.
fun game. It's not like too difficult. It's not too easy.
And then
It's-
Smash Brothers came out for the GameCube.
I remember when that came out, and I was trying to play the demo at Walmart, and then I
Walmart.
couldn't figure out how to fucking catch the stupid ghost, and some little kid came in there and just showed me how to do it. I was like, fuck you. Fuck this game.
Get good. Get good. Yeah, but medieval, so
Yeah.
that got announced. So what do y'all think about the state of play in general?
Actually, no lie, I was kind of excited about that sugar glider game, the survival.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the hell is this shit?
Oh, yeah. It's called
It's,
Away, the
Away,
survival,
the survival
series or something.
And,
yeah.
Where you're like a
sugar glider. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well,
I don't
it
know.
seems like it's a sugar glider. I'm not too sure, but
I,
it just
uh,
reminded me of my
Outside
my pet.
of Final Fantasy, which I think is going to be for every console, I don't think it's just going to be for PlayStation. It didn't really grab my attention.
It
I
grabbed
feel
mine.
like
It was different. It's
Yeah,
different.
I
Well, they
like-
came out that they're going to do like the whole thing with E3, like right before E3 or right around E3.
is that right?
Yeah, they're going to show more of the Final Fantasy game.
yeah.
Oh.
So I'm like,
in that
June.
month.
yeah, and I'm
in
like, you
June.
motherfuckers, y'all just since y'all don't have a spot there, y'all just gonna try to get y'all.
What I don't get is they could have. The last state of play was lackluster. This one is all right. They
was
showed
all right.
Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 7.
it was-
It was 10 minutes. Like,
It
okay.
was really short.
I just feel they could have really like bundled these two state of plays together. I don't know.
But PlayStation, I told you, I've been telling y'all since we started this podcast. This is the year of the Xbox. I'm just letting y'all know. PlayStation.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
I think
a
PS4
lot of,
also
I think a
has
lot of things are
releases
happening for
under
Xbox.
I think Xbox is holding all their chips in for the new console, and that's where all these developers are going to pop out.
I'm just
their
saying,
games.
this is the year. Of
And
the
I think they're
Xbox.
gonna
I mean,
announce it in
the
E3.
competition between Xbox and PS4.
I'm telling y'all, this is
It's
the plan.
crazy. But
Well,
that,
you've been
that's,
saying that since for years. So
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all.
But
I told y'all
yeah,
this is the year.
where we're at.
It did catch
So
my
then
attention.
we also saw over the weekend we also saw a trailer which I thought was
Very interesting trailer.
I did too.
For Ghost Recon Breaking Point.
Breakpoint.
Breaking Point. It sounds better.
Breakpoint.
And then, so, you know, the trailer's all badass. He's like, I'm a ghost, and you can't touch me, and I can do this, and I can do that. And then the other guy's like, so can I, and I don't expect nothing but that. And then it's the guy, it's Punisher! And I thought that
What's
was really
his
cool.
name?
I don't know, I just call him Punisher.
I don't know his name, but anyway, they
I
included
call him
in
Shane or Punisher.
He's in the DLC.
Girl.
He's in the DLC that they included for Ghost Recon Wildlands. And this is like
As Punisher,
Wildlands
though.
2, but it's not Wildlands 2. It's like a new whatever. It's weird, but
It's a continuation.
it is a continuation. So now, to be honest, Wildlands is like my least liked Ubisoft franchise so far.
Same.
I just did not like it. I don't like the way it plays. I don't like the way it controls. And now this is the continuation, so I'm really not hyped about it because if it's just more Wildlands,
It looked
which I
interesting
didn't
to
like,
me.
It does look like they fixed
So you
a lot of
never-
the complaints.
You didn't like the settings? Was that mainly it?
Not only the
Because-
setting, the gunplay. Just it does not feel fun to play. And yeah, you can play with a group of people, but even that wasn't enough for me.
Okay.
And I just like gave up on that game. I mean,
Well, we'll
What
see.
could've- what could've
They
made it
haven't
better?
really released gameplay. They
Alright.
just released a trailer.
the gunplay,
No,
like
they,
I said.
they released gameplay.
Yeah, and they did,
did?
and it does look interesting.
I
It
see
does look like
It does, that's
the
right.
camera is kind of set closer to the character, so you're kind of getting a little bit of a over the shoulder kind of thing, and the gunplay does look like it's been improved. I'm just not gonna go. I'm just not at that point where I'm like, oh, total hype. Like, no, I want to see more, right? And if they do like
Yeah.
a beta, a demo, that would
Well,
be
like
great,
they
so
are.
I can like try it out and really see if it's like on another level. Because Wildlands just didn't do it for me.
Oh, his name is John Berthenol?
Berthenol, yeah, Berthenol.
No.
Berthendal
John
or something like
Bernthal.
that.
John. J-O-N, yeah.
John Bertha.
He a badass actor. Shout
That's
out.
really good.
Yeah, to the Punisher.
I hope they
But
bring
yeah, so what do y'all think about Ghost
I mean,
Recon?
I'll probably buy it depending on how like
it
you
looked good
said
to
how
me
it
from the
it
gameplay
looks
that I was
good.
watching. I was actually very interested.
So I'll see.
And you
I'll
get
see.
to enjoy drones
I'm
and
going-
everything. I was like,
I usually go.
Yeah,
big.
which is in Wildlands.
I usually go base a lot on trailers. I can tell, and I can tell it's gonna be a decent game. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a great game. It's a decent game.
We'll see. I mean, Ubisoft is one of my favorite developers.
Cause I thought Anthem was. Gonna,
Wildlands to me was a miss.
I thought Anthem was gonna be good, and
Yeah, true.
I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah, and
It was on sale.
Wildlands is
Hey, show it's $50 off. I heard.
yeah, Wildlands is one of my their misses, I think. So I hope that they can, they can pull
Yeah.
through and do what they've been doing recently with all their games and pull out a good hit. Next thing up is we had reports out there and that basically Riot Games. What games did they develop?
I think they do like League of Legends.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, which is like a huge worldwide game.
PC, it's PC.
Yeah, Riot Games employees walked out in protest because of the crazy hours that I guess and the goals that they've been assigned. And
right now-
it was,
no,
for
right
the
now-
free arbitration.
Yeah, right now
clause
it's
that
more
they
that
have.
that they don't like that say they have a problem with one of the higher ups in the
Yeah.
corporation, like they can't take them to court. Like, hey, this
Yeah.
guy's sexually harassing me. Well, what they
There's
make you do
there's
is
a legal
sign
clause.
before you even like start working there.
Yeah, yeah.
A document saying you're not going to sue them for anything like that.
Yeah.
And if it does come down to that, it's
arbitration.
arbitration.
So they pick someone from the company.
yeah, the company themselves
Yeah.
do like a little
Investigation.
Yeah, and
So a lot of people.
Yeah,
were,
arbitration, yeah, a
very
lot of
upset
companies
about
do that.
that. And I agree. I think it shouldn't be that way.
and then I saw that reports that they're actually gonna look into it, changing their arbitration
Well,
stuff.
that's the
and-
whole thing is that they've been saying that. So with this
Yeah.
walkout that happened this past Monday, it's more like, okay, like enough like talking about it. Let's do something about it. And,
Yeah, and
that's
then-
that was their whole thing.
And then they said, sexual harassment training, and which
It
aren't
was
really.
against,
These are small steps when it comes to a company. People complaining that there's a lot of
Yeah.
sexual harassment. You saying like, oh, well, we're gonna implement these training classes. Like,
Well, it happened because apparently a lot of allegations were being made against the COO and of sexual harassment. And that's why a lot of employees were kind of like fed up with it. They were like, this isn't going anywhere. He's not getting any repercussions. Fine, like we're gonna strike.
Well, I mean,
and I think that Riot said that they would be. Google. It was Google. Google had the same issue as well.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
they
right.
reviewed their policy. However, they only took out the sexual harassment. So now, if you get sexually harassed, you can take it to litigation or to attorney.
But
everything
there's still
else,
other things.
everything else is still under arbitration.
Gotcha.
So it's, I mean,
All right.
it's a slippery slope.
I mean,
What?
I don't know, man.
What
I don't know. It
What?
You don't know what?
Sometimes these motherfuckers need to read contracts. That's all I gotta say.
All right. That's for the striking for the contract to be changed.
why
So
you read it
now we're
before
gonna
you sign
go
it.
into sports. Touchdown! It's a home run.
Yeah.
It's out of here.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Goal! Sports. Space swords.
So I'm kind of depressed about that. So
Golden State Warriors beat the Rockets. The Rockets had no.
Called it.
You persevered. You lost KD.
Called it.
Still somehow
They're not
won.
going to win the finals, but they did beat the Rockets.
Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors for winning the Golden State Basketball Association.
The Rockets showed no heart, no effort. Game 5 or 6, just
No heart,
no
no
life.
life.
heart.
they just showed up, and not all the Rockets. I think PJ Tucker played pretty well.
Oh, he played well the whole
He was
series.
the worst one.
Yeah,
and it's
Clint
crazy
Capella,
that
Clint Capella was a waste of money.
that contract needs
Chris
to be
Paul
with
only showed up one game.
PJ Tucker.
James Harden started disappearing in stretches. It was all battle around. They're gonna. I think they need to just destroy the team and then.
First of all, the game they should have won was Game 5. You're in Golden State.
Well, they got robbed
Their
the first
player
game.
just went down.
Yeah, but they should have won that game. I agree.
And
No excuses.
What did they do? Think off the rim, like just threes. They couldn't.
I think that falls on coaching because there should be a play to run from mid range, and he doesn't have any
coaching
play.
needs to change too. You're right, but
Like
Harden-
I said, congratulations to the Warriors. They beat the Rockets, and they're advancing against Denver.
without their best player.
Denver,
Congrats.
Yeah,
Without
they're
their
going to
best
advance
player.
against Denver and or
Yeah,
Trailblazers.
doesn't matter.
But Milwaukee,
Doesn't
Milwaukee, like I stated, like pretty much swept Boston. Like
Yeah,
Boston
they
won
did.
the first game, they just won the next 4 games. That's who's going to be the NBA championship.
Paul Pierce. Oh, that's it. That's the
Oh,
series.
shout out to Paul Pierce for opening his stupid ass mouth. Shout out to Paul Pierce. He was like,
Work hard.
This series is over. It's over. And I'm like, dude, it's only one fucking game.
Yeah.
So essentially, Milwaukee was like, let's just shove this up his ass, and they swept Boston easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
And
not swept, but beat them. Yeah.
They won the first game, then they won the next 4 games.
I will say this:
wow.
my thing against Milwaukee was I just didn't think they had the experience.
Man,
they needed to
grit,
prove it to
truth.
me. They needed to prove it to me, and sure enough, they
So,
proved it to the
they
NBA
have a-
that Giannis, the
Yeah.
freak, is
I
no
know.
one can handle him right now.
No one. No one.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
And I can't
All my
wait
picks
because
suck.
if it's Golden State, because I think Golden State will beat, unless Kevin Durant's injured, they will beat Denver and
Yeah.
or Trailblazers.
Without Durant,
but
with
they
Durant.
have the Kevin Durant. The only reason that Golden State Warriors are so good is because Kevin Durant is so good, like he's unstoppable. But if you watch the regular season against Milwaukee, they lost because Giannis is a good defender too.
yeah.
And
That-
he can keep up with Kevin Durant, and he plays good defense. So he was blocking Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant had 12 points, 15 points, and the rest of the Milwaukee, they're lengthier and they play really good defense too. They're the number 1 defense in NBA. So I feel like if Milwaukee gets out of
the East?
because Toronto ain't no joke, and I think Toronto is going to be Philly.
And then Kawhi's playing
Kawhi's
the
playing lights
best
out.
basketball of his
So
career.
I think if Milwaukee wins, I'll be glad because they'll beat the Golden State Warriors. I'll be super glad of that. And not only that, they're a team that's not cocky. And I do like the Greek freak, and he's trying to be number 1.
Yeah.
And I like his work ethic. So
That's a matchup that I want to see, like as a fan, right? Which, like I've been calling it all year. I mean, I think Golden State's gonna take it, but I still want to see that matchup. I want to see Giannis defending Durant. I want to see Durant defending Giannis because Durant was taking Harden 1v1.
They won't put. They won't put Kevin Durant on.
They did.
No, they didn't. They didn't put him in the
but I
regular
saw
season. No, they didn't. I know what I'm telling you.
I saw it in the playoffs.
No,
Durant was covering Harden.
Yeah, Durant was covering Harden because Harden is like 6'4". They did not. They're not going to put Giannis is too strong for him. He's too quick for him. So you know what they did against Milwaukee? They switched. They put what's his name? Green. They put Green on Giannis.
Oh, Green would be the better matchup.
They put Green and then they put Kevin Durant on what's that guy? The other guy. What's his name?
Yeah, but there's plays.
Middleton. They put it on Middleton.
There's plays where they're going to be matched up, and I just want to see.
They don't want that. They don't want that.
I just want to see.
It's over.
That's what I want to see.
They don't want that. Kevin Durant's too skinny. He was getting dunked on. They switched him.
Yeah, they switched him.
Hell yeah! I can't wait for Milwaukee. Houston, you guys, no heart. James Harden, Chris Paul, they need to stop that matchup. It's over. It's done with. They need to go after a third piece. But as far as basketball goes, we also Boogie Cousins might come back for the Warriors too.
Oh my God! Let's not talk about that. In MLB, we got a lot of badass games going on. It's been a good season so far. We're like third of the way through, I believe. And man, it's been a pretty entertaining season. Most of our, we had a show dedicated to the baseball season. Me and Justin, my friend Justin,
Are you
earlier.
bringing that back soon?
Excuse me?
Are you going to be bringing that back soon?
We will, probably during the All-Star break or something of that sorts. But so far, most of our predictions have been pretty on point. I mean, but there have been some surprises. We predicted Houston to take the AL West, which so far they are on top there. One of the surprises is Tampa Bay in the AL East is on top there, while the Yankees and Boston are taking second and third respectively.
The Yankees were fucking up.
I mean, not really.
That's what I heard.
They've been playing pretty well.
Did you hear that too?
Boston is where
it's
been kind of weird. They're the defending champions, and they're not really performing as they should. Tampa Bay, what the hell? The Rays are on top of that division. Will that last? Who knows? But that's been a good surprise. In the AL Central, the Twins are, surprisingly holding up that division so far with Cleveland behind. Cleveland being the defending, division leaders of last year. So that's been interesting. The NL is where things are really crazy. So in the Central of the NL, we had Milwaukee winning that. And Yedlin, so far the MVP of the season because he's just tearing it up for Milwaukee.
What did you say?
Yedlin. That's his name, Yedlin. But Chicago Cubs, my God, the Chicago Cubs, I knew they had a good squad coming in, but they have been balling. They're playing really well in the NL Central. It's been really entertaining watching them. A lot of walk-offs, like ninth inning wins, last minute, last bats. So it's been really entertaining. The NL East, Philadelphia.
You didn't even watch baseball.
We went to a baseball game.
Yeah. She went to the baseball
You
game.
took we used to go to baseball games back then when I was a baseball player.
Anyways, the NL East, Philadelphia, Bryce Harper has been playing really well.
You were stuck at church, Bob.
As imagined, Atlanta's up there too, but Bryce Harper playing really well for the season. And the Dodgers, of course, which is what we predicted. The Dodgers are playing pretty well. Bellinger is just balling out, also candidate for MVP. But man, watching Yedlin, Bellinger. Then we got in the AL, from the Angels. What's his name?
Pujols?
No, Pujols, the other guy.
The Astro. No. Who was the Astros pitcher that he kept killing?
Roy Oswalt.
Roy Oswalt.
Yeah, so no, it's been an entertaining season so far.
Yeah, I stopped watching baseball after 2005. Yo.
That's cool. And so yeah, I'm really excited to see what these.
One of the highest paid sports.
Yeah, it is the highest paid one.
Yeah, really.
Did you see that thing about his home run or what? Oh no, it wasn't a home run. It was an RBI. About one of the fans caught it, and then they were trying to get the ball away from him. Well, trying to get the ball back to Pujols, but they wouldn't give it to him.
Damn,
he said that the Tigers' ownership was like treating him like shit.
Oh, wow.
So he was like, "I'm gonna just keep the ball."
Well, all right then.
That's the
No,
way
but
to
it's been
defeat
an entertaining season. I'm really excited to see where these teams end up. It looks like it's going to be a very competitive playoffs, unlike other leagues, NBA. But because these teams are all pretty matched up, it's going to be pretty entertaining to see who comes out.
I
Because
know, it's boring,
unlike
it
other
takes too
leagues,
long.
unlike other leagues, you can't really predict who's going to win it. So
Can't wait for football, y'all.
So, yeah.
Miguel.
next thing we got up is pop culture.
Pop.
Culture.
So, the big thing
See me?
in pop cultura. Of course, the It trailer came out on Thursday, and it was fire.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's fucking good. September 6th, it
Oh,
comes
girl
out.
grew up.
Oh, girl grew up.
Oh,
Look at-
girl.
She looking
Fire
all kinds
crotch.
of fire.
All kinds of fun.
But what about the gangbang scene? Where is that?
They
It's
can't
already
do
over.
that.
They can't do that
cannot
gangbang
do
scene.
that. in
So
the
Where is
movie.
it?
And it's not really a gangbang.
It's in the book.
Maybe in the flashback.
No,
Yeah,
but
maybe in the flashback.
Maybe in the flashback
Well,
they look
you-
back.
you
Point
and
pick
see,
is,
up
like,
the book,
in the
it's
trailer,
the-
you'll
it's
see
the-
this old lady, this old grandma lady doing her tang. You know what I'm saying? She gets like this
she
creepy
has
ass
like
stare.
serving tea and
I
cookies.
couldn't see what that was. Was that old?
Yeah,
It looked like it was some form of like open
yeah,
sore.
like an open wound.
The only thing
or-
I can closely relate it to is like in a lot of older patients, if they're in bed for too long or they don't get up and are active,
Yeah, like
it's
you,
almost like
on
their,
your ass.
their
Those
skin
sores you
gets
get.
like
All those sores.
Yeah, like sores.
Those
So
sores you get.
the only thing is that
What?
I
What's
read the
that?
book and
No.
Oh,
we
my
go.
God! Here we go.
I-
Don't
Another
talk.
one.
The
I'm not-
comic book.
I'm not.
Both of y'all are the
I'm not.
ones
No,
that
no,
say-
no. I'm not gonna talk mess. I do like the
They can't put
preview.
so much stuff from the book into the
No,
movie.
but what I was gonna say is like in the book, it has always been an alien. So where's this old
God.
lady coming from? Like, who
Bro,
is she?
Spoiler
It's so
alert.
fucking.
Possessed.
Is she?
Is she's possessed, dumbass?
Yeah,
Possessed
dumbass.
by what?
By it.
How do
Okay,
you
'cause
know?
did you guys not notice?
So you all of a sudden think that you're like you've read the whole entire book. and
Yeah,
it's
because in the
preview,
book,
which is totally different.
in the book, Pennywise gets the whole idea of being a clown from that lady's dad. Like if you read the book, he goes, he sees a
Duh.
certain.
No, that's
Hello.
not true. In the book, it's a gay guy. It's a gay couple walking down at the very beginning. Pennywise eats one of them, and he was wearing a clown costume.
Yep.
It was a costume party.
Stupid.
So you, sir,
No.
are incorrect.
Wow.
I don't recall that.
In your face.
Incorrect.
And if you
Lawyer.
notice,
Talk to the hand.
In the
Your
movie-
mama needs a man.
Hey.
if in the trailer, if you notice, the two girls that she mentions, they're from that movie.
Oh, that one movie.
Oh,
The
that
Shining.
movie.
The
Shining?
Shining.
The twins.
The twins, and then if you look at the photo, she's like, "Oh, my father was," and if you look at him, that's Jack Nicholson, the dad.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
him.
that was Pennywise.
We're
No,
making
it's not
reaches.
Pennywise.
We're making
No,
reaches
it's
No,
not.
over
but,
here.
but still,
You can view all that stuff
still
on
Making
YouTube.
reaches.
A
Check it
hardcore
out.
fan. I love the preview. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I was just like, who is this and where is she coming from?
We'll see where she's
Because
from.
as far as I remember in the book, Pennywise didn't have the power to possess.
He's an alien.
He
Aliens
doesn't
can do
possess or
whatever-
shapeshifts.
Aliens
bro.
could do whatever they
Yeah,
want.
I know, and
Hello?
he
Have you seen
shapeshifts,
Black
but-
Aliens could do whatever they want.
Whatever they want.
All right. So it hype looks badass.
It looks good.
Badass. It looks really good.
I'm excited.
When is it coming out?
I'm ready to go
September 6th.
see it and hear Paulo scream in the movie
Yeah.
theater. I'm ready.
You puta. So we got another trailer from Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
Far From Home. Second trailer.
Oh, it
Looks
looks
badass.
good.
It looks good.
It looks more emotional. It's like
It kind of went more into Mysterio. It looks like
Yeah.
he's working with.
yeah, so he's not a vigilante. And
yeah.
apparently,
That sucks.
with this. Oh, spoiler! Avengers Endgame. I don't know.
Nah,
if you
by
guys still
now they
seen
haven't
it.
watched it. It's
So for
it's on them.
basically from what I could gather from the trailer, it picks up as soon as
Yeah.
freaking Iron Man dies.
So Iron Man's gone.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is like, he's depressed. He wants to like do something. His school is going for
so
a
you think
school trip.
Mysterio's gonna be his new mentor?
Well, it looks like obviously he starts out as a good guy, right? They're on the same team. Something
Yeah, he's
happens
just from a
that
different,
obviously turns Mysterio against him.
What did it say? It's from a different
It's a multiverse thing now. They're
multiverse. So
doing.
he's from an alternate universe.
Oh,
And that's how he got
interesting.
pulled in because
Yeah.
when Tony snapped his fingers
Yeah.
and everything, it messed up.
Yeah, I'm glad they put this in the trailer
Yeah.
and not let me watch it in the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Spoilers. but
Stop hating, bruh.
It's not hating. They put too much in these trailers.
You don't like Jake Gyllenhaal, do you?
I love
Is that
Jake.
why?
Jake
I love
Gyllenhaal?
Jake
Donnie
Gyllenhaal,
Darko.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Donnie
he
Darko
can
for
get
life.
it.
He's a good
Ever
guy.
since I
no,
think
but
I saw
I'm
him in
excited
October
for it. I
Sky.
think the trailer's pretty hype.
I'm not hyped up for it. I feel like They should have just stuck with New York.
What?
No, I love it.
Spider-Man.
I love it
Yeah,
that
it's boring.
finally
Spider-Man's
they're
from New
going
York.
somewhere other
Yeah.
than New York.
Yeah.
Like
I like
other.
it.
This is different. This is gonna be a world thing.
And
I
then
like
like
that.
there's no
Yeah, it's a
Captain
world thing.
America. It's like,
What? Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man.
Yeah, they
yeah,
have to
but
focus
now
on
that there's a mentor, you should be Captain America. But,
Well, Captain America is now what's his name, so there is no Captain America.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get
Where's
mentored
our
by
Captain
boring Captain America.
Yeah. Don't do drugs.
USA, do the right thing.
But for real, so what
USA.
happened? What happened to Thor's extra hammer?
USA.
I don't know. That's the real question.
It goes back to where they found it.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit,
They
I
have
don't
to
know.
put everything back.
They have to put
at the
everything
end.
back.
Yeah, at the end of Avengers Endgame.
All right. Also, so we also got some news about some upcoming films. Disney announced that they are doing the trilogy for the new movies, and they've been pushed back. I believe 2020
Oh, for Avatar.
for,
no, Disney.
What?
Disney
for Star Wars and Avatar.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So both.
Avatar is 2021. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
Avatar, that shit should have been coming out like a long time ago. When that first one come out, like in 2015, 14?
Yeah,
I
around
don't
there.
know.
Yeah,
I don't know
did.
anybody who's like wanting to see Avatar movie.
Not anymore. Maybe the hype
I mean,
was
at the
real back
time,
then.
the CG,
Honestly,
the
the only thing I think
3D.
I think that's the only thing that really got a lot of people going to those movies to
I
watch
love
it
Avatar.
was the 3D.
Yeah, and so I mean, it was a cool movie experience.
I'm gonna go see it. I
But
think.
I'll probably go watch it too. But
Am
I'm
I
not
gonna
like,
watch it in 3D?
Oh my
I
god,
don't know.
Avatar!
Hell
I can't
no.
wait.
I've never liked it.
Well,
Well, he's gonna do 4D.
as far as the
so
Star
be
Wars
ready.
movies,
Yeah,
as
be
long as
ready.
the Star Wars
Going-
movies don't have to do anything with the actual George Lucas movies, I think they'll be fine.
So you want them to basically just start something?
Yeah, because
over,
they fucked
something
up.
like brand
They
new.
fucked up Star Wars so
steering
bad.
away from like the Skywalker.
Yeah,
and
stay away from Skywalker,
Kenobi
Han Solo,
Chronicles.
Kenobi. Go do your own
Okay.
thing, do a new
Yeah,
story.
which is what it looks like it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
Yeah,
because
I think it's a
because
fresh start for them.
these three movies right here, they have destroyed the franchise.
Well,
And
we don't know about the third.
I
The
can-
second movie did,
um,
because the first one was all right.
The second one was like
The second one
I like,
destroyed it.
I like
Yeah.
the first one.
the first one was
Yeah, the
alright.
first
Yeah,
one
the
was
second
good.
one,
Destroyed
the second
it.
one destroyed
So
it.
let's
So
hope-
so we need to they just need to stay away from it, not touch it, not revisit it. Like they should just be like, oh, these three movies, it's just an
Just
illusion.
forget they even existed.
It was an illusion. It was a multi-dimension, a multiverse. in Star Wars.
Multiverse.
Yeah, because that's how bad these movies are. It's so bad.
Just
I'm
delete
not.
those movies. Just be like.
Yeah, I'm not. It's so bad. I'm not even gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch them. Like I'm not watching.
So no.
I've only
watch it.
seen
No, I
the.
don't watch it.
I've only seen the Star Wars movies, the new ones. I've only seen them one time each. And I'm like the old Star Wars. I watch them like repetitively. These no, I only watch them one
Yeah.
time.
Rogue
Because they
One's the
suck.
best one.
The Rogue One,
I
I
like
like.
Rogue
I like.
One.
That's
I
why
do.
because
That's
it
the one I
had-
watched. Like,
it had
I watched that one
hated
like a
the
bunch of
ending.
times.
yeah,
I
it had
hated the
nothing to
ending.
do. I mean, it had something to do, but it was not a part of the,
It was like
the
a
main
prequel.
characters. Yeah,
It was like a
so
prequel.
no one could
Yeah,
fuck it up.
that's how they
But
got
it
the
ended.
plans.
It was like a prequel, and then
how they
like,
got the plans.
Yeah.
So for me, those three movies that have come out,
I mean,
they don't count.
I mean, I'm more excited for the Star Wars movies than Avatar, but I do think that you get franchise fatigue from certain things that exist, and when you're just dropping stuff over and over again for a certain franchise, you kind of, remember when they announced Force Awakens and everybody was hyped and that excitement was built up because you haven't had a new Star Wars thing in so long. But then they're like, well, we're dropping this one this year and this one this year. It's just kind of like, okay. That's what I'm getting from
You
Star
know
Wars.
what's funny
right now.
about that too? Mark Hamill did say that too. That he's like, man, I'm getting Star Wars fatigue and blah blah blah, because there's been movies like year after year after year.
Yeah.
And then like I think somebody else commented, I'm like, that's funny that we're starting to get that from Star Wars, but for these Marvel movies, we just keep wanting more.
That's
Well,
true.
because Marvel always introduces new characters.
And it's all
And
connected.
it's new storylines, you
and
know?
see, they doing it the right way.
And
Because you're
with-
right. We're
I
not.
don't know about the doing it the right way.
With Star
How many
Wars-
movies? 30 something.
I
It's
think-
like 20 something.
I
And
think-
we're not fatigued. It
Hell
says
no.
something.
To be honest,
They're
I don't
releasing
think the
a box
directors
set,
of this new Marvel movie, they didn't want to go that way. I think they had to because, of course, Robert Downey Jr. is getting old. He doesn't want to do it anymore. The guy who plays Captain America, he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans. So, like, they had to do this. Like,
But-
Scarlett Johansson didn't want to be the
No, it was
Black
already
Widow anymore.
planned, dude. Like
they-
regardless if they wanted it
No,
or
because
not.
they came out and said that. They came out and said
No,
it
it's
could've been
fine. They can
different.
say it all they want, but these things were planned
Well, I know
like years
Chris
in
Chris
advance.
Evans was vocal about it. He said like,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
didn't wanna be in
I'm
it
ready
anymore.
to
Yeah,
hang up
he's
my
ready.
shield and everything. But
That's what I'm telling
either
you.
way,
They
Marvel
had to
is
do it this
set.
way.
Marvel
No,
is set
I know what
because-
you're saying, but honestly, it wasn't really their choice, regardless if they wanted to or not, because they already had their contracts. They knew how
Yeah,
long there was going
that's
to
true.
be. Like they planned all this end game stuff like years in advance.
But they could have done another 5-year contract and done better
But at
movies
the
and
same
stayed
time,
at the Avengers.
but I like how
No.
they keep it different, you know, because now they've introduced Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, now they've introduced Captain Marvel.
Well, now they're gonna choose
Pass.
X-Men
and
without Wolverine.
but
With
so
Wolverine.
yeah, you know, and then
With Hugh Jackman coming back.
Oh,
I can't
yeah,
wait.
you know, now
X-Men
that
are
you know they
coming back.
introduced Deadpool and everything, so
Pass.
they're branching out with a lot of different
Yeah.
Marvel.
I don't want the
characters.
same old,
Yeah.
another
and,
Iron Man 4,
and that's the thing
another
that was
Iron
so
Man 5. Why
tiring
do I
about
want that?
Star Wars. It's just only so much you can do with Obi-Wan Kenobi. We could do a lot with him.
Yeah, supposedly
R.I.P.,
that's in
R.I.P.
talks. I don't know. But yeah, so that, you know, Disney, how are they handling stuff? I mean, Marvel went fine. We'll see what happens with Star Wars and Avatar.
Yeah.
HBO also announced their showed, because we knew they were working on it, but they finally showed a trailer for Watchmen.
It looks good.
It looked cool. I mean,
It didn't show you much.
yeah,
It was
because all I
just-
saw was
It was like about 30.
these
30,
guys
like,
impersonating, what's his name?
Rorschach.
yeah.
So,
Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Ferrero
Isn't that like
Rocher?
a sauce or something?
No, it's chocolate. Ferrero Rocher.
Where's everybody else? Where's all the
No,
other
the
characters
Warsaw.
in the world?
I don't
the-
know. Hey,
for the-
Elias, is this show
for the
supposed?
micheladas?
Hey, is this show supposed to be before Watchmen or after? Like,
It seems like it's an after thing.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I thought it was
You never seen Watchmen?
Nah.
Bro, watch that shit.
Zero.
man, he says he
like-
never watched it. We went
Bro,
con los
I
chicas.
promise you, I've never seen this. I never had any interest in this.
I actually agree. I think
You went to
I
go see
think
it
we all went
because
together.
that's when we were laughing when that big tall blue dude comes out and we were like, oh
with
look,
his,
Elias'
yeah,
favorite
because
part.
his winky comes out and
Oh,
everything.
that was. He said that to Myra, not to me.
I think you went with me.
I promise you, on my unborn child, I've never seen this movie.
No, you have a child.
You have a
It's-
child.
It's
I
out
promise
there.
on the born one that I don't know. I've never seen this movie.
So I don't know. I think
look
it looks
forward to
cool, but we'll see.
All right, guys, but check out tomorrow our Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
that we
spoiler
usually-
cast.
Spoiler cast.
Are we
We're-
doing Sparkcast too? What about Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan we don't do yet.
Now we'll do like a
In
end
the
of the
middle.
season.
Yeah, end of the season. So.
You know, spoiler cast. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Check out our video tomorrow.
Please like and subscribe.
Like and
Ring
subscribe.
that bell.
Wednesday we're doing the
Notifications.
Detective Pikachu review, so check that out on Wednesday. The video will be out then. Like, subscribe, follow us on
Anchor.
Facebook.
We're on Anchor. We're on
Apple
iTunes,
Podcasts, Spotify.
We're on all that shit.
Yeah. Any final punch you want to say? Your
I'm
final...
excited for Avatar. I really do want to see
Wow.
it.
Yeah,
The-
in 2021.
The one,
Final punch?
person.
My final punch. Resident Evil 2 is still the best game of the year.
My final punch is J.J. Abrams will save Star Wars.
I hope so.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.